So I said, no, 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 it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you that to me? I killed alone, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you that to me? I killed alone, 1, 2, 3 for champions. I can't believe you're trolling.
We're not expecting too much. JFT, they will not want to lose much here. If they lose, it could be a little bit of an issue. One beautiful shot. There's another one. Beauty, buddy should a trade as Vex is completely changing his point of attack. He's going to come behind. Oh, he sees both. Oh no, he misses a huge opportunity there. He's going to reopen again. He gets it, and he does it. He finishes it. There won't be any balance. That's his intention. As long as he's going to be hiding down lows, he's going to be back inside, hoping to see that little bit of a push. Oh, he does see the head. He finds the first kill. He gets away from it relatively scot-free. It peeks on out for him. Wally says hello through the gap. Az goes around for the jump right click. Not as great as it was 2 years ago, and now Vex gets the triple for the round. Going on side, Mazwong's been very aggressive here. He's over the top. He's going to be holding up top. Nice little spray coming out, and Mazwong's going to be able to find that one. He somehow always finds his kills with all these smells. Someone needs to. Oh
down
God, for them here in the last round. And again, Mazwong's going to be able to find one, but he's going to get traded out. Curse is going to continue pushing up, but Lomu gets the kill. Beautiful shot, and he watches his teammate die thanks to a shock dart. Welcome back, ladies and gentle people. We've got Scuba Steve here joining me on the mic, and we're also back for map number 2. We're in the grand finals of the Evolution League, Summer Cup of the LPL, kind of tournament host, organizers, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, welcome, Scuba Steve. How are you doing tonight?
Well, got back from work, finally to see the boys play in the grand final. They deserved to be here as well, and then I saw the scoreline. Sort of regretted coming late. I think even arriving on time probably saved me the scoreline there, so arriving late is probably not too bad there. But I mean, as soon as I rocked up, the boys started getting around. So hopefully, now that I'm in here casting with you, the boys can settle and hopefully get their agent picks right, because I'll be a little bit upset with the Mizzou back on Sage if that ever happens again.
Yeah.
But I mean, they flip it to attack, and he did pretty well on his carry own. So hopefully
for those in chat, do you want to let them know your kind of connection with the Trident team?
So yeah, unfortunately, if you remember the old Trident roster we used to have as well, it was pretty potent as well. Some really good names on there as well. These boys approached us, came on board. It's been really good having them on there as well. Obviously, you know, Howie leading the way, Mizzou also the duelist carry, Curse doing good in support role, Udium as well, and Wally as well. A pretty good rounded team, but unfortunately, as I said to you off air as well, the slow starts do hurt a little bit, but once they do start getting their momentum going as well, they're quite hard to stop. So it was good that obviously JFT were able to get to a good start and keep the round distances they did. But hopefully the boys warmed up now, and hopefully we can put on a better show for map number 2.
It seems to be a very common theme with the Trident team. I mentioned this during the cast. I've seen their scores on one of their maps, and you've mentioned it, that they generally start off slow, but they bring it on home strong. And
they do. They do bring the heat later on.
in a best of 5, that's actually really good, because it shows that they've got stamina, and that could really pay off for them here. So, JFT. Ooh. Actually, oh no, my overlay's around the wrong way. You take it in from Scuba.
Yeah,
I'm just going to fix this.
Better swap that over.
Go. That is fixed up momentarily. I apologize everyone there. And luckily, well, no one's doing too much. At the moment, it's just a little bit of a slow start coming on down towards this middle of the map.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a bit of to and through at the beginning of the first couple of rounds as well. Obviously, brand new map. So, Ascent premium map that was first released with Valorant, and some cast some pretty good memorable matches on this one. So hopefully this will be pretty good.
Ascent gets a lot of hate these days. It's like the split, I feel, the Oceanic region, but now they're going to be pushing onto the side. Great paranoia coming out. It lands on multiple, completely slowing down this push. But unfortunately, JFT unable to get on in there and do any damage with it. So once that's now down, the entire side of Trident have made their way onto point. They've looked at going at back. A beautiful kill from Mazlong finds the opening blood of the map. And now the rest of the team's coming down the corner. Newell gets the double headhunter. He goes for the third, but he's got the help from Az. And JFT able to secure this one.
Hey, look, not too bad there. I thought the Trident boys were going to hold that one out there, but the stair retake actually bear a lot of fruit to get onto site and actually kill all the enemies. So JFT didn't expect them to get that one fully well done after lane was defended pretty well, but they had a single file, pretty much Indian file downstairs, and they get it done.
It was really good utility for Trident to be able to make it onto point, but I feel like JFT they were happy to go for the retakes. It's not something we've had to worry too much about JFT doing. They had a huge offensive half on Icebox, and they only had a little bit of time on defense, where I feel like their retakes probably weren't the strongest, but Trident got onto point, they were doing quite well. So that's going to be a huge confidence boost coming here onto Ascent for their retake capability.
Oh, it definitely will be. And at this level, you see most teams will opt for the retake instead of, losing at least one member to site. So it's better to retake at 5v5, maybe 5v4 if you can kill one also going on the entries. We see Vex taking down one, maybe two in the middle, and he does get it done. Dash back into mid. Udium, though, does get the trade, so we still keep it level 3. Oh, but then again, Nor just goes next level and destroys the intruders on A site.
And that was, again, a beautiful paranoia. That paranoia is just creating so much opportunities for JFT. And it really allowed them to push on out and destroy that push coming from trying to take that mid control. And Udium here, beautiful shot to get the third. And his counterpart cleans him up for the third as well. So, big round for both of the chamber players. But in the end, there's only one chamber that's 6-0 on the board.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing like a bit of chamber action. We love it. And also that ability as well to give you basically the sheriff at the beginning of the round that can zoom in as well is just amazing. So it's really good to see those sort of players that can use chamber really well and line up those headshots. So, but yeah, JFT off to a good start here. Hopefully Trident can break the third round and maybe get a couple of their own.
Oh, because he had such a good funding, he's bought himself a Vandal. He's feeling confident here. Paranoia comes out, it's not going to collect with anyone, and he goes on down. It's 2 dead, 3 dead, Trident. Well, they've got a huge advantage now in this round.
Well, you can have the Vandal and you can die with it. So Haz is actually going to recollect that in B main here, and Trident looking to shift the battle over to the A site. They should find it pretty free as well. Also, the lack of any firing or lack of seeing any players should give JFT the notion that they are going towards A site to see Lomu about to go in there. But the timing here is going to be pretty good. He does see the legs. He'll try and aim up here. Haz will make first contact, finds the headshot. Lomu as well, can he get up there? It's going to get taken down by Jet, but Mizzou doesn't actually swing on the angle until it's too late. So JFT now with the retake coming from Heaven.
It was very close, and it's just those timing things. You just take a step out, you'll find those openings that are more, what feels like more often than not in a lot of these matches. And they're going to be pushing on out. The flash comes on in. Haz is going to be looking for kill. They get Black Hole straight back onto point. Howie locking him down on top alone. The rest of his team to really close on in and secure the round. Trident picking up their first, and well, they do it in style, only losing one.
Yeah, like I said, obviously the boys on the first map were a little bit cold as well, got going towards the second half, and I think we're going to probably see a really tightly contested second map here. So really good that Trident were able to stay on, get onto site as well, shifted over from the B site as well with those opening picks at B main as well. So it's good to see them, not trying to force the site as well, because obviously most of the defense will go into the hotspot there where the players were lost. So Trident managed to get that third round, get their first for the map, and hopefully continue to keep on growing.
One of the things people hate about Ascent, the good old Sova recon darts over at
I'm guilty. I use it. I piss people off in ranked all the time. It's great.
It's
if you can do it, why not?
And now, with that, it's now kind of been expelled though, so it's not going to get that information. Wommer's going to have to wait for the next round attempt at that. He's going to throw out some shot darts, hope to get anything, and he's going to throw out the drone. That drone might initiate Trident's offense here, but he's going to back one off. They've heard the noise, they know he fell, so this might give him the confidence to push on in. That's why you see Mazwell and Yawn so far on in. The tour de force from Yawn, not going to be able to find its target as of yet. You've got Wommer sitting on the back of side, hoping to get whoever comes into his crosshairs, and it will be Howie and Wally, and he gets one, but he can't find the other.
That's pretty huge. He had to at least get one, but Trident getting a bit of a manhandle. Vex here could be the one to open it up. No, Curse shuts him down straight away. Curse with the 3k. Can he get the 4? Or will his teammate get it in the end? Tour de force as well. Very, very threatening. If the wall bang comes through, got him in the shoulder. Lucky not to be bare skin on that one. Mizzou will peek and he'll get the kill. No 4k for Curse, and Trident level it up. Even Stevens 2 apiece.
That's a completely different Trident we're now seeing here in the second map. Number 2, being able to get 2 rounds already on the board.
Be lucky.
Yeah, it's gotta be a huge boon. I mean, it seems like you're the boon for them at the moment.
And can we just restart and say this is map 1, please?
And so the confidence is now shining through, and they're winning some of these opening frags. I mean, there was that kind of destruction down at mid, but ever since then, they're really showing their confidence here on the site, pushing in hard, pushing in fast, and really utilizing the utility. And speaking of utility, Vex, he's going to pull out the daggers. He's ready to go ham.
He's ready to go like a nice Ferrari just bought from the depot. He's ready and rearing to go as well with the support of his teammate. So if he can open it up, it won't be too bad here. Astra's probably going to be the first here on contact. Obviously being the lurk here for the flank. And should manage to get a couple here. Get pick what finish he wants. The 3k from Howie, but Haz says, no, that's enough. That's enough damage. But the damage has been done already, and Haz has to do a miracle here, which I don't think is going to be in his caliber. So trying to get the site, get the bomb plant down. Flashbang comes through, finds a headshot, can't get the trade. But Wally will stop the bleed there, and Trident with 3 left alive. Grab the lead, Steve? On Ascent.
we learnt, check your corners. If you don't, even if you're like doing this a very aggressive push, just 5 of you. Oh well, I think it ended up being 4 of you.
At least someone has to go check the right hand side. Yeah. Someone just crack your neck open that side.
Oh, but Trident, they're going to take that, and Howie now sitting at the top of the scoreboard for his team after using the Astral Divide. He's already up to 4 points in his ultimate. He's already over halfway to getting that up again, and well, I reckon he'll have that in the next probably 2 or 3 rounds, which will be fantastic for their kind of site take capability. But at this stage, they don't really need it. They're doing well without it.
It's not too bad. I mean, also you can see on the scoreboard here, we've got 3 ults already here for Trident. Wally is 3 off, and obviously Howie as well, 3 off as well. So it's coming at a good time for them as well, if they need to get it done. Also, if you lose your bank, losing rounds as well, the ultimates can really tip the favour in a round as well if you're a bit down on gun advantage compared to the other teams. So Vex playing a good spot here next to Shields. He's going to use that smoke to possibly creep in or at least get to the other side. Nudium's a little bit aware of that. Looks like the smoke's pretty deep there to really push them back and allow a player to get to either side there. So looks like Trident will shift over towards this A site and hopefully it bears a bit more fruit.
It looks like not really much has been gained. A lot of utilities starting to be used from Trident. They haven't got anything, and whoa, Nor actually finds one having a little bit of a peek down middle. I think he got that before this smoke came online, so he's going to be pretty happy with that. One day moves back. He's going to try and get back to the A side as the push comes in from Mazwong. Trying to find more. He tries to fight on him. They're both shooting through walls, but Mazwong had the angle advantage there. And then they're going to find multiple kills. Trident have evened this one back up 3 versus 3. Romu, he's going through the wall. He's trying to find a kill. He's trying to find anything that he can. He can't get it as the default plant goes on down. Udium trying to close that. And York gets another shot just over the top, through the head. Cursed is down. 2 versus 3. Trident are trying to hold on to this site, Steve.
They're trying to. I'd like to see Udium probably go unders here, but he is checking for that little bit of a head spot. So I'm playing Gen here. Enemy remaining. And Nor just feeling the operator right now. So clean as well. Snapshot onto there. I think he actually shot his weapon just then. And actually maybe got a bit of damage from an arm or hand shot. But tell you what, Nor though, it looks like he's definitely on for Ascent. And out that opposite chamber as well. Gonna have to try and go with him.
That was Newell really holding on to that. Trident had a very good spot on that point, doing a lot of damage, chipping away at their opponents, but in the end, Newell just too strong with the support of his team. They even it back on up. Now, this is when the slugfest starts to kick on in, and we've seen how, well, we know how good Trident is with it, with at least the previous stats, but JFT, can they really continue for this kind of long slugged out matches? Well, we're going to find out here, as now Trident are preparing the A site take, and, well, they're all flashed.
That's right. That's what he brings sunglasses for. But as you're talking about it too, DS man, like this is the play style for Trident. If you have been following the boys, like I have, also from Daydot as well, the matches they do really well in is matches that they don't, win convincingly. It's the real struggle that they thrive on to go, one round for one round, 2 for 1 or 2 for 2. As we see, Has about to stop the intort there. Mazu was still saying, still going for it. Just misses that gen spot that he wanted though. But Vex here has an opportunity to go huge, but he beats 3 attackers. Nor nearly gets a collateral there, just taking down Medium. And the retake will be taking hold very shortly. Count it down to yes, we've got 4v4.
Going for the spray through the head, he had the recon, but just couldn't get it. It's that second box that was in the way. You're going to be able to fulfill another great recon and find multiple Womu trying to spray on through, trying to get whatever they can. There's a lot of injured players on both sides at the moment, but who's going to come in on top? Womu jumps on down. He's got the sprays, he's got the shots, he finds the round, and well, the Odin, it comes out on top, shows us why it is one of the mightiest weapons in the game. Probably not seen as much as what it used to.
Now flee.
Alright mate, I'll tell you, like when we do the Sova thing here with the Wallbanger B main, I always bring it out and say hello to my little friend, because it is absolutely devastating, the amount of the fire rate that it can do. And also all he had to do was hold down the trigger and shift right a little bit to reveal the last enemy under heaven. So not too bad here. JFT able to wrestle back that lead from Trident. As we quickly check the score. So Trident looking a little bit Devo on the money here. Also, Udium will use the Tour de Force as well. We'll save his banknotes. But JFT now with a chance to get another round in a row and build some
You want to play? Let's
I mean, it's a
play.
really good point you bring out. There's a lot of ultimates online, and there's a lot of funds that have been used in this round. And, well, unfortunately, there's already a single chamber dead on JFT, so they're going to lose a key player on their team, and that's Nyor. He's not only the key player, he's been a player that is sitting on top of the scoreboards, 12 kills.
He's 8 kills clear of his second teammate.
He almost has the rest of his team, double the rest of his team added together, or the rest of his team added together. I'll get the math right eventually.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's one way to win Valorant. You take out the hot player, the person that's feeling the most, and that puts the pressure on obviously the other teammates that aren't consistently fragging as their top fragger. So this is good for Trident here. They take out the devastating Nyor. And Vex, unfortunately though, does pick up that operator and becomes the new Nyor. So let's see how many he can get in a row. Let's try to get onto the side here. They haven't fully taken it just yet. Vex here with the shot coming through. Mazu pushes him and grabs the kill. Has now just holding that cross section there at CT. And Maz's going to push that though. CO is going to take him down. Wall divide will come through. And now it's a 3v3 retake again. We're seeing it all too common here, DS.
Yeah, we are. Great paranoia coming on out. We see constant time and time again. Great paranoia as they turn around, they get a 1-point trade, and they get a kill. Beautiful. Oh my god, Udium. You just know they were no scopes there, taking him through the chest.
Took it like a champ.
Oh, so that was a value tour de force there from Udium.
I would love to see his point of view there as Omen's just crouching going bang, 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 bang. And he's just like, okay, bang, dead.
Oh, man.
The sheer panic on Omen because he knows if he gets one shot, he's done. So unfortunately couldn't find the headshot there and Trident and managed to get that round back again. And again, we're talking about it. Trident do love the close matches. They thrive on it. So again, we're even again, 4 plays 4 on a second map with JFT also winning the first map.
There's 2 ultimates available for Trident here if they want to use it. They got the Hunter Fury 4. What more likely will be to hold the plant once it's been thrown down on the ground, and a Jet if they want to try and make that space on that map to get them that plant. But looks like they're taking a little mid-control at the moment. It's starting to make their way to closer and closer to looking at the A side, but there's a huge stack from JFT. They well, they're going to let this one go for free. They're going to be holding it up, and A side's going to be locked down harder than probably, I don't have comparison at the moment. I was going to say some
spanking Harry Potter.
yeah. Franklin's going to push out CO just a little bit, but unfortunately it doesn't get as much damage as they were hoping.
Yeah, also the mid control is going to be given up here because of the weapon advantage as well. So holding shotties close, we've got shotguns, revolver, but a you know, these close weapons, you really want to hold the corners. You can't pick too much, and this will work out well for Trident as long as they can defend his shield. Going through a shotgun. It takes a long time to get that second shot in, and the is pretty good for it, but not too bad here from JFT. They managed to get these kills down,
left.
and it's still pretty even. 3 plays 3 again. The sight starts to go through. Vex coming through the auto shotgun, jumps up through Really's head, and then we put down. And Curse manages to get onto site here. It should hold CT.
15 seconds though.
Him to get
I don't think he make it.
I don't think he's got time. He needs to really run.
They're gonna have to hope
10
that
seconds
Curse needs to
left.
push. He needs to find both his kills,
remaining.
and he doesn't get
Last
it.
player standing.
That's it. Oh, no. Oh, this is gonna be close. No
No,
way.
he hasn't got
No
it.
way.
He hasn't got it.
He got it.
Got it. Now, can he keep it?
That's the closest
That
I
would be
think
the
I've
big
ever seen.
question.
That's ridiculous. Well, both players know where they are, and Udium's going to have to play around with the recon dot revelation at the moment. The shock dart comes to the back of the site. Does not land, and Udium goes for the swing, but Romu comes
well played.
away victorious.
It's a little bit unlucky there for Udium. I think Udium probably thought, you know, the first shock dart comes through. There might be a second.
Thrifty.
He's able to avoid the damage at all
They
of being
sacrifice
tapped
for
on the
nothing.
first one. So a little bit giddy expecting the second one to come through, but Lomu plays that beautifully. He doesn't get even a single scratch. And again, the lead goes back to JFT as well. So, I mean, you wanted it, you know, it's not probably as fancy or like, oh my god, they got so many rounds in that first map as well. But you're seeing what we like to call a good castles match. You know, it's back and throw, the ults are coming out, the players starting to get involved a little bit more now. Like Nor's on 13, you know, Lomu, Vex as well trying to support. They're both on 6 kills each. We've got Mazuong as well, still yet to hit double digits. He's 1 away still, so still plenty left in this this second map.
Ooh, dagger coming out from Mazong, finds the one down the middle. And yeah, JFT, the big leading frag's gonna get killed. Mazong tries to get around the corner. He dashes away, he gets caught on out, but no one there to punish him because there was a lockdown. Vex shouldn't get on out because Howie keeping his team alive, but Howie will eventually go down, but at least he keeps his allies alive, and Mazong's gonna be happy about that one as they're gonna be pushing on forward. And oh, what a bit of a cursed. He's found it. He shoots one in the back, the other one's retreating, he goes for it, but he can't find it.
No, it would have been better with 2 kills. They've done well, Trident. Obviously, that opening pick in the mid definitely spreads it open quite a bit more. Mazuong should have that operator, and he does. It's a good weapon to steal from your team, enemy team. Brings out the daggers. Unfortunately, Haz will put him down, but 1 plays 2. Trident should do well here and do the buddy system and try to cover the same angle here and trade the fight, even if they do lose 1. But what can oh mate, Haz do over here? Grenades going to come through, and that is not going where he wanted it to.
Very unfortunate, but first shot from Haz is land, unlike his opponent, as now Haz going to be looking for more. Headshot, Fox almost gets a headshot, but he swings, and both of them there to line him up to kill him down. And a nice little round win coming back to Trident, able to get a kind of an eco round, which surprises me considering their funding. I don't feel like they had an eco round.
No, not really too much. It wasn't too bad, but obviously the economy is going to be quite up and down with, you know, winning the round, losing the round, winning the round, losing a round. So expect to see quite a lot of ultimates be hold on to for a little bit, but obviously 2 more rounds to get played here for the first half. So see if we can go 6-6 or does someone make it 7-5.
Howie, again, it's going to be the one that's keeping an eye on their behind. He's being on the lurk, he's keeping an eye, making sure that no shenanigans come out from JFT. And, well, we see plenty of shenanigans come on out, and Udium actually, Howie's not watching behind him, or if Howie's not watching behind, no one's watching behind. As they're now starting to make their way slow and slow. Udium's going to come around the corner, and he's met with the firing squad of JFT. But that's at least a free sight for A, and it's a retake for JFT.
I mean, you take that. I mean, even the info and losing a player there is probably a much more valuable gain because, you know, the majority of the team is going to be behind. So, which way to sort of set up the post plant. As the Hunter's Fury will come through. It's a very good spot to do it, but they've already gotten to a much better angle to get through, so they're not funneled. Wally a little bit slow on that one here. Maz is going to have to try and play for his life here. It's Jen. They're taking the one down. Wally does it through. Has last player. And Trident on the back of Mazu. Are going to get it 6-5 and should be able to put them in a good spot here to get 7-5 if they can. Looks like most of JFT will still be able to buy a full buy here, so it's still going to be competitive. Won't be a completely free round here for Trident. And we'll see if JFT can equal the ledger as we go into the second half, 6-6.
Yeah, I mean, as well. He's now put himself on contention for leading kill fragger 14-7 against Nor 13-8. Nor was doing so well, but I think what he was 12-4 or 12-3. Now he's 13-8. He hasn't been able to find a kill or even like a multi-kill for quite some time. So with him starting to fall off a little bit, Trident have taken that lead. They're taking the position in the map, and well, they're starting to manhandle their opponents. And I think all the Trident fans out there are going to be pretty happy to see that.
Very, very happy as the little jump peaks come out from I forget the name of it. Nor over in the middle there. Hit him as well, trading a few shots here. So again, chamber on chamber, playing the respective spots there in the mid. Obviously able to quickly teleport back if they do get too much strikes, but Trident playing it slow at the moment. That ult will come through from Sayo just to get a little bit of map information of
I think
whereabouts.
he may have seen that how he had the spike. Yeah,
he
the
did, yeah. Well, I mean, he was cancelled anyway because it was shot, so it depends how many players he did see. But there's pretty much going to be a couple to one there. So
I think it's very important though for that spike, because that can allow them to set up the site, and especially with Vex with a very aggressive position barrage, they're going to notice that something's going on, and push comes on in. Is going to be looking for more. He's being suppressed, so he can't really use anything to get his opponent. He's trying to get a fragment out, even if he wanted to, or a flash. He's going to get killed out from Molly. The smoke comes on the top sky. Nor's going to be able to clean that one up. He says, no, get out of my sight. As the shot dart comes on through, and Howie gets and capitalizes on that. It looks like Nor was a little bit distracted there. Almost going to get a little information of one. Xiao's going to go down. Howie is going to try and hold on as long as possible, but it's up to Xiao, and he's got 3 to find.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, as you said. That shock dart definitely distracted him that little bit. Yeah, good to see the ult come through here from a 7-5. Should see the knife come out here to see if there's another player on the other side. We're going to jump down straight away into Howie's loving carrying arms, and he will put a bullet through that brain, and Trident will take first half 7-5. Makes my heart a little bit more happier compared to the scoreline of map number 1, so I'm pretty happy that we're on top going into the second half, DS. Hopefully the boys can win the next 2 and put my mind at ease.
Yeah, but one of the scary things is, so far, your Trident is 3 for 3 out losing the pistol rounds.
Don't say that. Don't tell me those stats.
They haven't been able to secure one yet, and I think JFT, they know this. They've been very strong in these pistol rounds, and I think most of the time they win them from at least 2 or 3 players still remaining on the map.
They win it this time. break the mold.
And I think Wally's going to be trying to make that certain here. He does have that recon dart, but how many is he going to find? And I guess you can't really fire through the wall anyway if you do find anyone, so it's not going to be too useful there.
That's it. That's lovely. Come and see that, accidentally kill a player as a glitch. Be good. Yeah, that'd be pretty good if that can actually do some damage if you do actually hit it onto someone. Make it quite fun, I reckon, to be a Sova.
The confidence from as well. Hoping to find someone up very aggressive. Doesn't find anyone there, but he at least gets rid of the rendezvous. But he's not going to be able to find the kill. He just killed Xiao. Just one tap, done and dusted.
Yeah, Hurst needs to be careful here. Yep, backs off as well. Good idea. See firing spot over there. So once the player fell towards that A site, which means JFT probably think, well, we've got one less player over towards this A site. There's 5 of us, so we should be able to get through and get on site here. So Howie now will be the linchpin. Cursed as well with that dagger coming through will give great info. Pretty sure it tags up too. Howie deals with that one quite well. Now the defense, how does it go? They're all looking one way here, so Howie could have swung a little bit. Unfortunately, the sheer numbers are going to be Trident's downfall. This is the first pistol round I'm going to lose. Oh, Wally gets one. Happy with that.
So,
unfortunately, DS, it looks like we will continue the streak of losing pistol rounds.
4 for 4.
Damn it.
JFT are going to be extremely happy about that one, because it's going to bring them one step closer to getting back on parity with Trident after falling behind 5-7 that first round. They should be able to make it 7-7 here on their what's it called, the conversion round, so they can kind of convert with the weapons they're going to be able to grab. So do you think we're going to see anything unusual from Trident trying to catch out their opponents here, or kind of more standard than not then when it comes to these ecos?
I think pretty much, obviously, because it's going round for round now at the moment, you probably see, obviously the scores be leveled off for this one as it should be on a usual pistol round win for round number 1. But I think you just keep playing to your strengths, just play the way you've been doing it. Unless it starts getting out of hand, then you sort of look at, changing your tactics a little bit, maybe play out of sorts and stuff there. Because we all know both teams, they do their VOD reviews as well. They also study your opponents as well. So Be interesting to see how the map still continues to play out. I'll see if to try and do pretty well here on the second pistol round. And it's a decent start here from JFT. They're going to site here. Howie going to be taken down for 3. Same as always. Curse and Mazu just can't find the headshot.
One
He'll
enemy
get taken
remaining.
down through the smoke. Finds Wally. Viewed him as well, just trying to go
Spike
bang for
planted.
buck here. Finds Theo. Finds another one on Nor, aka Albert, as he's called in the chat. And that will be that round done. So confirmed, Trident do lose the 2 pistol rounds on the second half, and we're even again, 7-7.
Oh man, but it is now the buy round coming from Trident. The problem is for Trident, didn't secure many kills throughout those last 2 rounds, so they're struggling to get a full buy here. You've got some armor missing. Wally decides he wants the Odin and doesn't care about the full armor, so you know what his end goal
man.
is. The bad man's going for it.
Everyone run straight into it. And also you're going to play your bonus as well, so it's not a full, as you said, the wallbang's about to come through there, and he does get the there. So also you're not going to have a full gun advantage sort of win here, as Mizzou comes down that Phantom. Has will take down Udium. We're getting ready for so things as well with the Odin. How many kills can he get? Trying to get through, finds another one. He stops firing. Why did he stop firing? Lumu will get onto site and get it. So we'll see bomb should go down. And now 2v2 retake for Trident to get underway.
And Trident, they do have the superior weapons here, so if they keep losing players, it's going to be bad for the rest of the match. The round's coming on up. Oh, he gets the double! He's looking for the spray. He knows that Howie's around. Ooh, he knows him very close. Recon dart, but Romu cannot do it, but he did so much damage to Trident.
Tell you what, as soon as he picked up the enemy Odin and got that double kill, pretty much once he collapsed, I was like, that's disgusting. Such a annoying weapon if you especially double up with the teammate in front as well. The penetration on the Odin is disgusting. That's why it works so well in B main for Sobers. So as you see, the pause match time will come through. We're going to have a tech pause here, DS, and so far it's been pretty good. I mean, it might be a little bit of a snooze fest at the moment, but the tactical way of how it's all playing out, and the skill, difference as well. 8-7, a much closer game as well, with the potential for overtime.
Yeah.
On this map as well. Knowing my team, of course, tried to play a close one. So
I mean, and we're
we'll
seeing
have the tech
Trident,
pause come through.
all the players across the board this time have kind of stepped up their game. Like, it's not a single person carrying. It is really spread out across the team. You guys can't see it at the moment, but I can. You got 3 players on 11 kills. You got Mazwong leading scoreboards on that Jet where you want him to be at 15. And you got Curse, who's only at 9. He's not far behind the rest of the team, so it's really spread out. And we're seeing a very similar case with JFT at the moment. So you don't have any anchors. Everyone is just playing good. And that's what I absolutely love to see, because, you know what? You can rely on everyone to make those kind of confident peaks, find the potential kills on those one-on-one situations, or rely on your teammates there to really secure those kills. Because sometimes, if you have someone that's sitting behind, you might be like, you know what? We're going to have to compensate for you, and you might play a little bit closer or tighter to them and kind of just use them for bait. I'm not seeing that here.
Yeah, definitely. And the one thing you don't want to see as well is your bottom fragger having to verse like at least 2 to 3 opponents as well, and having that sort of expectation. I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. I'm not really on gun wise as well. I'm probably doing all the right team things, and using my util very well to help my team try and secure the victories and get the wins. But personally, the aiming for me gun wise isn't that good as well, and be put in that spot obviously adds a bit of pressure. But as you said, as long as your kills get quite even across the board with the team, no one really sort of feels that pressure of being a bottom fragger, because you're still doing the right things for the team. So
That was going to be kind of facing the brute force coming from JFT, and he just gets bowled on over. Mazawong trying to get out of any of the damage, but he's going to go down, not bound, find any shots there that damage the opponents. And JFT, they're just finding kills left, right, and centre at the moment. Everyone has died on Trident. It is an eco round, so it's kind of expected, but Trident were hoping to at least get a kill here in this round.
yeah, I think obviously going to just play for some eggs as well. Wally's going to stay with that Odin as well. Bit of a expensive gun. You don't want to lose too much as well, being a Sova, especially playing B main there. But JFT's done well to go onto site here as well. Get rid of all the defenders, Mansu and Howie. So they can maybe pick up a couple kills here. Might not be too bad, but it looks like they're just going to unfortunately not grab any as JFT exit to the left of the screen back the way they came. And And that'll even the score again once more. DS 8 apiece here, but we should see possibly these two defenders die to the bomb, grab their money, and they will.
What you need to do in those instances, try to make sure you don't get that ultimate point over to your opponents and get that bonus funding from dying in that round as defense, and that's going to help them secure themselves some weapons coming in. Everyone's going to be free to pick up their best, kind of their best way out. Udym might be a little bit lackluster on utility, I think. No, he's got all the utility. I saw he was running low but fun, so I'm actually surprised he's able to pick things up. And speaking of not being able to pick things up, Mazlong's not going to have that mobility with the updrafts. Missing 2 of those, that could be fairly important coming up soon.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. How he's going to make first contact and have to get back out again. The door will go down, they'll destroy it as well, so they can't add that to the defense of JFT if they do take sight. I think they're too keen to really go into there. Expect the rotate to come through from Trident as it has. JFT will look to go towards other sites. CO here trying to find the info. It does find it.
But I guess finding a single gun is that really truly worth it?
Nah, not really. I mean, obviously Trident. We're thinking though with the ults, which I would like to see him actually go to B site, just to get the defense reshuffled again off that A site. But looks like A site still might be on here if they can find a peak. Trident still know that there could be possible fake coming through.
Yeah, it looks like
we'll see how it plays out.
It's worked out well. JFT, they couldn't get onto site. They're playing around with their opponent's intel a little bit. Utilities being used, and now we're waiting to the end of the round. And huge dash coming from Vex. Vex does have the updraft if he does need it. Nice paranoia come down to heaven. He's sneaking around the corner, gets the spray, and he's the one that's going to be able to spray down his opponent. He doesn't need to Odin himself. Flash coming out from Curse to be a fun kill. Vex does get another one though at 36 hit points. So he's not afraid to push, peek, and, well, pick his opponents to shreds.
But done well, JFT here. So again, they should be able to wrestle the lead back, providing Trident go huge, but they're going to choose to save again as well. So we'll hold on to those weapons. Wouldn't mind them trying to play for some picks over here in mid if they could, but let's see, opting to hold B main there. And obviously JFT now, they start to get a bit of confidence as well, build the bank. Also not losing players for a couple rounds in a row, so maybe up to Trident to try and rectify that as much as they can. But JFT now, they're going to have quite a bit of momentum and a lot of bankroll behind them. They decide to spend all their money on ice cream.
Well, they've got a lot of credits. I'm sure they could splash out for probably a few different flavors. Actually, to be fair, some of these do not look great. Like
they don't look really appeasing. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like they have 2 shades of black. Yeah, I don't know.
That looks like licorice to me, and I do not like licorice.
I am absolute dislike of licorice too.
Although the orange one looks like a nice caramel, so
but I mean,
craving a McDonald's caramel sundae right now.
Add in a little bit of make that a McFlurry. Give me some tasty M&Ms or.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's like the new Cadbury one with like the caramel swirl or something. Oh, that's delicious.
Yep. Gotta go with the Oreo McFlurry.
I mean, you just almost can't go wrong, and speed of going wrong here. It's kind of a little bit crashing down on the defense here as Vex has made his way onto site, found himself 2. Mazlong's going to be able to get himself 1. He gets almost the collateral, but he's done enough to put his team ahead, which is going to be huge. They are behind 1 round, and Lomu doing a little bit of friendly fire there is not exactly what you want to see, and they're now locked into a very tight angle. They get the spray through the wall. What is this? There's no way he should have got that. Someone check Lomu's computer because he is ridiculous right now. Udym's got to find himself 2. He gets 1, and the last one is on very low health. See how he's got 14 hit points. Can he do it though? He swings, he cannot. Udym comes away with it, and Trident, they equalize the game.
Good old Udym coming in clutch, able to get the almost full HP Sova, and then put all the pressure on the Omen, who was just basically one shot, even one look at from dying as well. So Trident again, they get that 9-9. Obviously round for round here. JFT though, they've done well. Obviously in the second half, they got 2-1, 2-1. So they do manage to get those rounds back to back as they can. We'll see if maybe Trident can do a round back-to-back of their own, which will be good for the momentum to get the first to 10, so and just puts that pressure back on your opponents.
Them ultimates that are going to be all... I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of these ultimates expended here in this round. We haven't seen the tour de force, so, which I'm actually a little bit surprised that I would have thought we'd seen Udym use it. But he's not going to use it yet as the Hunter's Fury comes out from Lomu, and the counter's Hunter's Fury coming out from Wally. They're looking for each other, and Wally is the one that's going to get the hit with the help of him as well. They find the kill, they find the opening, and Trident. They're one man up already.
Good, and it depends how good JFT can do getting the site and holding it.
Udym.
Unfortunately teleports straight there for Vex to get an easy free kill there. And the setup is looking quite good here. So yeah, gonna get a cheeky couple too if you can. Like to see Mazu sort of smoking, just jump onto control if he can. What do you reckon he might do? Curso gonna look the wrong way. Mazu manages to duck underneath the fire and go to kill. Wally to come through with the Odin. He's going huge in that one here. Has quite a bit up his arsenal here. Can swap up to a Vandal on the ground if he chooses to. Will he back himself in here? The man with the Odin, the big gun, the big boy gets the dink, but has is better. Vandal over the Odin. Tap to the head and attackers will win. So there you go. Obviously Trident not able to get that round back to back. And JFT again, still another one. Could they get another second? Actually, a third for the second half here. So they could get 6 rounds maybe back to back in 2-round increments. But Trident unfortunately let that one slip. Would like to see maybe Wally just pick up that Vandal there and try to match him, but fortunately not. But we're still so close to possibly getting overtime here on the second map.
And he just reminded me of like one of the best games of all time, and that's Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Oh, I would 100% vouch for that game. If anyone hasn't played it, I believe it's PlayStation 2 era, so do your job and obviously buy the game legally. It's a fun game.
Emulators unite.
So Mazwong's going to be looking forward. He's got the dagger back. Can he find the shots? No, he can't. Vex shuts that one down. So trying to lose one very early on here. And that's going to be very terrible for their kind of eco hold here to find some kills. And Vex is still very confident going ahead. He's not afraid of any shorties, any judges, anything against them. And, well, it is now all coming crashing down.
Oh, Kurt's going to get punched there, trying to get the flank. All up to Howie. His teammate Udym. Tour de force is out.
Is this a smart choice to use the tour de force in this round?
Probably not the best round. I mean, you can obviously bring it out most of the time when you can't really buy up a weapon, but unfortunately the round hasn't gone the way that they wanted to in order to really use the full effect, but the headshot comes through is nice and clean. Howie can find the right click again, he can. And unfortunately, you can't pick up the tour de force. And he is in a world of trouble right now as Has pushes up, confirms the kill. And we go 11-9. JFT looking to secure it in 2 more rounds. What can Trident do as a response?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, JFT, both teams have been reading each other quite well. They've really gone head-to-head, and you see these very scrappy engagements when it comes onto site. It looks like both sides get prepared for an execution. They get prepared for either the retake with the smokes. They're getting prepared going in. But then all that preparation doesn't mean anything. It comes down to kind of the individual skill and knowing how the rest of your team works and kind of keeping on top of that communication, because once a teammate dies, you need to have that very quick, clear, concise communication to alert your team where they could be coming from. We saw on Icebox a few times where, especially with mid control, that wasn't really communicated to people or they weren't checking their angles. Here, I think because things are happening so fast everywhere, can you really communicate what's going on?
Not too much. By the time, you know, you're trying to pinpoint util usage in certain spots, and, you know, how many numbers are going towards there, you know, people are dying, you got to worry about gun battles. That's probably why I sense such a good map as well, because it's really fast paced, and, you know, the actual, you know, combat zones here are very few, and in between as well, there's like, very little time to really adjust to too much, unless you're sort of prodding the defenses, or, you know, the defense is trying to, you know, push out a little bit for more info as well to see where the attackers are. Even talking about, you know, the previous round as well, Mazu probably pushing a little bit too far there on tiles and trying to bite off more than he can chew, was traded early, which obviously, you know, gave that man advantage as well, and then Trident had to try to shift over and obviously cover that spot of losing their top fraggers. So unfortunately for Trident again, they lose Udym early.
30 seconds
B
left.
main there, so JFT now with the man advantage to execute onto A.
Beautiful shot there from Nigel. Man, finding the first pick off his woman. Do not stand up to the floor. They don't check up there, and well, they're gonna get that return frag at least. Still 3 versus 4. Trident is still 1 member down. They're trying to find more as JFT. They're doing so well here. They just kill everyone. They get the crossfire. Vex is hanging on to dear life with 30 hit points, but it doesn't matter how many hit points you have left at the end as long as you come away victorious, and that's what JFT have done, putting themselves on to 3 match points.
Well, that's it. It's now or never here for Trident. Obviously match point, and the buy's not looking great at all here for Trident, so a little bit of money mismanagement coming through from that round there. Obviously the Tour de Force done the round before, two rounds ago I think, so we'll see. Not great timing on that, but JFT have timed it very well here. Good momentum as we look at 3 rounds in a row here now, so if they can finish strong, it'll be 4 in a row in order to secure their 2-0 victory.
Very
Udium though doing damage well.
Yeah, I mean, Yo had really an A-res there. We really wanted to do something with that, but unfortunately didn't get too much out of it. And JFT, they were trying to kill because they're coming in from every angle. They're not leaving a single angle unchecked at this stage. And tried it there and they would break on in. There's just too many directions they have to look, and by the time they check it, you mentioned it, it's so fast paced. By the time you checked it, someone else has already peeked you and you're dead there, and the fragment, you're not going to be able to land. So he stands in the bare corner, he takes maybe a little bit of damage, he's going to get ready for the flash. He's going to hit Howie, Howie's not going to be able to see anything, spraying up into the sky, hoping that someone was kind of flying with wings, and Howie's going to come on through with the beautiful silver dart. That is map number 2 in this best of 5 going to JFT, so they are now on serious and grand finals point.
Yeah, so unfortunately Trident, if there's a game they could possibly come back and win a series, will also being best of 5, it could possibly be this. But I'm going to tell you what, though, going against Vex, Has, and Nor as well, aka Alberts, in the chat as well, supported by CEO and Alumo as well. It's a decent team to go up against Trident. Also, Maz going to be the main top fragger here for Trident as well. Howie comes in pretty well. Same with Udium, supported by Wally and Curse. So if they can get going a little bit more and try to, I think it might be the time for them to try and get some rounds ahead instead of trying to always try and win these close matches. Because unfortunately, you know, you get maybe couple rounds in a row as well. The advantage just goes to the opposite team, and you can't manage to grab those rounds back, as we saw on Ascent.
Yeah, and I mean, something that's completely different as well in this map was Mazwong and Howie. They were the leading first blooders. They had 5 and 4 first bloods, which is totally almost half the rounds in the entire map. That is a lot different than what we saw on Icebox. I mean, I didn't show it on stream, but I think there was only 4 first bloods for Tridents, 4 or 5 first bloods, which is not a lot when it comes down to a 15 or 16 round map. It's kind of like, but it really shows that they're able, once they do get those first bloods, they're able to capitalize on it. But unfortunately for them, that's map number 2 down. So stay with us. We will be having map number 3 coming up shortly. We are in the LPL Grand Finals, so more action, more fantastic Oceanic action coming up shortly.
Five v 5, maybe 5v4 if you can kill one. Also going on the entries, we see Vex taking down 1, maybe 2 in the middle, and he does get it done. Dash back into mid. Udium though does get the trade, so we still keep it level 3. Oh, but then again, Nor just goes on the other. That's pretty huge. He had to at least get 1, but Trident in a bit of a manhandle. Vex here could be the one to open it up. No, Curse shuts him down straight away. Curse with the 3k. Can he get the 4? Will go as well with the support of his teammate. So if he can open it up, it won't be too bad here. Astra's probably be the first here on contact. Also being the lurk here for the flank. And should manage to get a couple here. Pick what finish he wants. The 3k from Howie. That puts the pressure on also the other teammates that aren't consistently fragging as their top fragger. So this is good for Trident here. They take out the devastating Nor. And Vex, unfortunately though, does pick up the S.
Yeah, we are. Great paranoia coming on out. We see constant time and time again. Great paranoia. They turn around, they get a 1-point trade, they get a kill. Beautiful. Oh my god, Udium. You just know they were no scopes there, taking him through the chest.
Really run.
They're going to have to hope that Curse needs to push. He needs to find both his kills, and he doesn't get it. That's it. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be close. No way.
No, he hasn't got
no
it.
way.
He hasn't got it.
He got it.
Jump onto control if he can. Do you reckon he might do? Chester gonna look the wrong way. Mazu manages to duck underneath the fire and get the kill.
Last player standing.
Wally to come through with the Odin.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
So let me catch you. So let me catch you slipping